Hello, and welcome to the second episode of the Zonal Finals of the National Elections Quiz 2018. Reaching out to young school students of our country, especially from class 9 to 12, the National Elections Quiz aims to familiarize them with the Indian electoral process, as they will be the future voters of tomorrow. In the last episode, we saw Team Manipur take the first slot in the national finals. We now have today yet another exciting zonal final ahead of us. This time with the 6 state teams from the South Zone. All our teams competing in the zonal rounds have reached here after competing on 3 different intra-school, district and state level rounds. In these rounds, they were tested on their knowledge of the electoral process. The quiz becomes slightly more difficult here on, with questions from governance, Indian polity, constitution, the journey of the Indian Republic, and elections around the world being posed to the participants. The national champions of NEQ will win a prize of rupees 1 lakh. The first runners-up will win rupees 80,000, and the second runners-up will win rupees 60,000. The remaining 3 teams making it to the finals will be rewarded rupees 50,000 each. Since this is an inter-school quiz, half the amount shall go to the school and the rest shall be divided among the 2 students comprising the winning team. Let's meet the participants, starting with the team from Andhra Pradesh.
My name is KB Vijayavarma and I am from Sri Chaitanya School.
My name is K. Navya and I am from Basham High School.
Next, we meet the team from Karnataka.
My name is Basaya. I am coming from BH Patil PU College, Karnataka.
My name is Suma. I am coming from FM Dabali College.
Next, we'll meet the team from Kerala.
My name is Arjunan. I am coming from GVHS Manandwadi.
My name is Akmalike. I am from GVHS Manandwadi.
Let's welcome the team from Puducherry.
My name is Abhidham Krishna. I am studying in St. Patrick's Metric High Secondary School.
I am Vishnu Priya from St. Patrick Metric High Secondary School, Puducherry.
And now let's meet the team from Tamil Nadu.
I am Praveen from Charan Metric High Secondary School, Karur, Tamil Nadu.
I am Praveen Kumar from Charan Metric Higher Secondary School, Karur, Tamil Nadu.
And finally, let's meet the team from Telangana.
My name is CH Gopinath from ZPSS Yerupalam, Telangana.
My name is P. Swati. I am studying in Narayana Bus Foundation School. We are from Telangana.
And now that we've met our participants, let's now go through the rules for this exciting quiz contest. We will have 25 questions in all. Out of these, 20 will be addressed to a particular team in order. The last 5 questions will be solely on the buzzer, open for everyone. For the direct questions, the teams will have 15 seconds to answer. If a team answers a direct question correctly, they will score 10 points. There is no negative score for wrong answers. However, in the event of a wrong answer or a pass, other teams can use the buzzer and give me the answer. A correct answer on the buzzer will fetch you 10 points, but a wrong answer can get you -5. So use that buzzer with caution. After these 20 questions, we will have a quick buzzer round of only 5 questions. These questions are open to all teams. The fastest to press the buzzer can answer the question. The right answer will get you 10 points, while a wrong answer will fetch you -5. A team will also earn -5 if they press the buzzer before I complete the question. If this is clear with all teams, let's start the National Elections Quiz. The first question is directed to the team from Andhra Pradesh. For the 2014 general elections, a very detailed national plan on the deployment and movement of security forces was drawn up by the Election Commission of India in consultation with the Chief Coordinator of the Central Armed Police Forces, and which 172-year-old Government of India operated system. So I need the name of a 172-year-old Government of India body, which helped during the 2014 elections for deployment and movement of security forces. Okay, Andhra Pradesh, you did give me an answer. It's open on the buzzer for all teams. People don't want to take a risk that early. The 172-year-old Government of India system that was used for deployment and movement was the Indian Railways. So nobody gets points on that one. The next question is to team from Karnataka. What program of the Election Commission of India began in 2009 with a cluster of information, education and communication activities and had its first phase from 2009 to March 2013, covering 17 legislative elections to assemblies and 3 revisions of the electoral roll? I need a program of the Election Commission of India which began in 2009. Team from Karnataka. Teams on the buzzer. The team from Puducherry seems to have the answer. What is the answer?
Sweep.
And do you know what the full form of sweep is?
Systematic Voters Education and Electoral Program.
10 points to the team from Puducherry for the right answer. That's a very good answer, 10 points. And now we move to the team from Kerala. With 1,033 candidates fighting for the Modakuruchi seat in the 1996 Tamil Nadu Assembly elections, what distinction did it achieve and what record does it continue to hold till date? 1,033 candidates fighting for one assembly election seat.
The constituency in India which hold more contestants.
The constituency in India with the most contestants. That is not the right answer. Teams on the buzzer. Okay, the team from Tamil Nadu has pressed the buzzer. What is the answer?
Most number of candidates in the ballot paper with a booklet, and most number of members lost their deposit.
The longest ballot paper or a ballot book or a booklet is correct. 10 points to the team from Tamil Nadu. Our next question will go to the team from Puducherry. The President of India is elected by the Electoral College. Elections take place at 32 locations all over India. Members cast their vote in secret ballot boxes using ballot paper. Ballot boxes are then taken to Delhi where the final counting takes place. They are transported via aeroplane and a ticket is purchased for business class for them. The name used to book the ticket is X. What is this name X? Team from Puducherry.
Is it Mr. Ballot?
Can you give me a better answer?
Mr. Ballot Box.
Mr. Ballot Box is the right answer. 10 points to the team from Puducherry. We now move to the team from Tamil Nadu. With which state would you associate Babada, a voter mascot for electoral awareness for the Lok Sabha elections 2014? Team from Tamil Nadu.
Karnataka.
Karnataka is the right answer. 10 points to the team from Tamil Nadu for the right answer. The team from Telangana, your question. The electoral ink or the mark that you get is traditionally violet in color, but it was replaced by a different color in Suriname during their elections in 2005 because they found it had a resemblance to the national colors of the Netherlands. What color did they use? Instead of violet, what color did they use in Suriname to match the national color of the Netherlands?
Blue.
Blue is not the right answer. Teams on the buzzer. The team from Puducherry has pressed their buzzer. Can I get an answer from you, please?
Orange.
Orange is the right answer, the national color of the Netherlands. 10 points to the team from Puducherry. The next question is to the team from Andhra Pradesh. You'll see a map. What do the colors in this map signify? You see dark blue some countries, lighter blue some countries, and grey some countries. What do the colors in this map signify? You can tell me what is light blue and what is dark blue. What do they signify?
Members of IDEA.
Members of IDEA is not the right answer. Team on the buzzer is the team from Kerala. Can I have your answer, please?
Blue color represents the countries with minimum voting age 18 and violet color represents countries with minimum voting age 16.
Okay, you had gone with the minimum voting age. That is not the right answer. So -5 to the team from Kerala. The correct answer is dark blue signifies the countries that have compulsory voting. Light blue is the countries that do not have compulsory voting. Okay? We now move to the question to Karnataka. After the 1996 elections, a 13-party coalition emerged. The coalition formed two governments in India between 1996 and 1998. Prime Minister was first from the Janata Dal, H.D. Devegowda. Later on, he was succeeded by I.K. Gujral. Name this 13-party coalition.
Akali Dal. Akali Dal.
Akali Dal is not the right answer. Teams on the buzzers. The team from Kerala, what is the right answer?
United Front.
United Front is the right answer, +10 to the team from Kerala. Now that we've gone through 8 questions, let's have a look at the scores. Currently, we have Puducherry in the lead with 30 points, followed by Tamil Nadu with 20 and Kerala with 5. The other 3 teams are yet to open their score, but we still have quite a lot of the quiz to go, so don't worry. Let's go into a short break, but before this break, a question for you in the audience. Who can become a service voter? Is it A, those serving in the armed forces of the Union and those serving in the force to which the Army Act of 1950 applies? Or B, those employed under the Government of India in a post outside India? Or is it C, a member of an armed police force of a state serving outside that state? Or D, all of the above? SMS your answers to the number displayed on your screen now. For example, if your answer is option A, SMS NEQ2 space A. Or if your answer is option B, SMS NEQ2 space B. The first 50 correct answers will win exciting prizes from the Election Commission of India. To know about the winners of our episode 1 audience question, please visit the Election Commission of India website and Facebook page shown on your screens. Congratulations to all the winners. Welcome back from the break. Here's some information from the Election Commission of India. For any assistance or information relating to the electoral process, dial Election Commission of India's helpline number 1-800-11-1950. And now that we've had that interesting piece of information, let's get back into the quiz with a direct question for the team from Kerala. In the 1962 general election, which is the first after its formation, this party, whose flag you will see soon, won 18 seats in the 3rd Lok Sabha. By the next general election in 1967, it was a significant force in some parts of India, and it became the largest single opposition party in the 4th Lok Sabha with 44 seats. Which now defunct party, started by C. Rajagopalachari, are we talking about? This is the flag of that party. So team from Kerala, you have some time to give me an answer.
Swatantra Party.
Swatantra Party is the right answer. 10 points to the team from Kerala. And we move on, team from Puducherry. In ancient Rome, a person standing for election wore a completely white colored outfit called the toga candida. What modern English word do we get from this practice? Person standing for election wore a white outfit called the toga candida. Gives us an English word today.
Is it the candidate?
Candidate from the word candida. 10 points to the team from Puducherry. Very well answered. Let's move to the team from Tamil Nadu. In 1991, the position of Prime Minister in this country has been held by one of two women. Their intense rivalry has given them the nickname of the Battling Begums. Which country is this? Only two women have held the post of Prime Minister since 1991 in this particular country. Which country is this?
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka is not the right answer. Anybody on the buzzer? The team from Kerala has pressed the buzzer. Can we have your answer, please?
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh is the right answer. The current Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and the leader of the opposition Khaleda Zia have been PMs back and forth since 1991. 10 points to Kerala for that right answer. Direct question to Telangana. What is the name of the portal to apply online for new voter card registrations?
Form 6.
Form 6 is not the right answer. I need the name of the portal. Anyone on the buzzer? Team from Andhra Pradesh.
National Voter Service Portal.
National Voter Service Portal or NVSP is correct. 10 points to the team from Andhra Pradesh. You also get a direct question. Designed by Edwin Lutyens and Herbert Baker, its construction took 6 years. The opening ceremony was performed on January 18, 1927 by the then Viceroy and Governor General of India, Lord Irwin. Which building are we talking about?
Parliament of India.
The Parliament building or Sansad Bhavan is correct. 10 points to the team from Andhra Pradesh. We now move to the team from Karnataka. In 1980, M.B. Hanifa filed a patent in the Madras Patent Office for his invention. His patent design caught the eye of the Election Commission of India, who sent it to faculty members of IIT Bombay for improving the design. What did he file a patent for? M.B. Hanifa in 1980 filed a patent for a particular design.
Electronic voting machine.
EVM or the electronic operated vote counting machine is correct. 10 points to the team from Karnataka. Very well done. The next question goes to the team from Kerala. The Chief Election Commission of India between 2009 and 2010 was instrumental in introducing a move that was lauded by transgender voters. What initiative did he start for voter registration? Transgender voters were very happy with his decision. What was this initiative he started in voter registration? Okay, the question is now open on the buzzer to all teams. The team from Tamil Nadu.
The category, others category, they can.
The others category in the gender category for voter registration is correct. 10 points to the team from Tamil Nadu. Next question is to the team from Puducherry. According to a study conducted by the Commission, during assembly elections held in the period 2011 to 2013, there were 1,987 cases where a notice for something was issued to candidates. That something is basically a media tool used by political parties to influence an informed choice for a voter in a misleading manner. What are we talking about?
Paid news.
Paid news is correct. That's 10 points to the team from Puducherry for the right answer. We'll take a look at the scores. We have the team from Puducherry still in the lead with 50 points. We have Tamil Nadu with 30, Kerala with 25, Andhra Pradesh with 20, Karnataka with 10, and Telangana yet to catch up. But there's still time, so go ahead, guys. Let's continue with the quiz with a question for the team from Tamil Nadu. She joined politics in 1960 after the assassination of her husband, who was the Prime Minister. She then became Prime Minister of her country and the first female Prime Minister in the world. She served a further 2 terms as Prime Minister, and her daughter became the President of the country in 1994. Who is this lady?
Sri Lanka.
Do you know her first name?
Sri Bandaranaike.
That's fine. I'll give you 10 points. It's Sirimao Bandaranaike of Sri Lanka. 10 points to the team from Tamil Nadu. Team from Telangana, your question. The 22nd Amendment of the United States Constitution sets a term limit for election, which means you can't keep on running for election year after year. And you're limited to as President of the United States, you're limited to serving only 8 years or 2 terms. This was in response to the 4 terms that were served by which US president?
George Bush.
George Bush is not the right answer. Teams on the buzzer. The team from Tamil Nadu, please give me your answer.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama did not serve 4 terms. That is the wrong answer. And you get -5 for that. The right answer is FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who served 4 terms in the 1930s and 40s. The direct question now to the team from Andhra Pradesh, whose winning run of 10 consecutive Lok Sabha wins was brought to an end by Dr. P. Pukunikoya from the Janata Dal United in the 2004 general election. Somebody had a winning run of 10 consecutive Lok Sabha wins. Who was that person? Don't have an answer? Teams on the buzzer. Nobody wants to chance it on this one. The correct answer is PM Saeed from Lakshadweep, who won 10 consecutive Lok Sabha elections until 2004. Question to the team from Karnataka. Probably the most dramatic Indian presidential polls till date were necessitated because of the death of the then president, Dr. Zakir Hussain. Which official candidate of the Indian National Congress did the then Vice President Shri V.V. Giri, who was contesting as an independent, defeat? Who did V.V. Giri defeat to become President of India after the death of Dr. Zakir Hussain? No answer from Karnataka. Anybody on the buzzer? The team from Kerala seems to have the answer. What is it?
Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy.
Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy is the right answer. 10 points to the team from Kerala. And with that, we've come to the end of the 20 questions. Let's take a look at the scores. We have Puducherry still maintaining their lead on 50. Kerala and Tamil Nadu both within catching distance on 35. Andhra Pradesh on 20. Karnataka on 10. And Telangana yet to catch up, but you can on the buzzer. Please remember, on the buzzer, it's +10 and -5. It's open to everybody. Please answer only when I finish the question. So let's start the buzzer questions. In 1937, what distinction did Vijayalakshmi Pandit achieve after being elected to the UP Legislative Assembly? Anybody on the buzzer? 1937, Vijayalakshmi Pandit achieved a distinction when she got elected to the UP Legislative Assembly. Nobody wants to take that risk. She became the first woman minister in India. We now move on to question number 2. Godrej and Boyce produce 15,000 of something a day at a cost of 5 rupees each in 1951 to ensure the success of independent India's first general elections. What? The team from Puducherry has pressed the buzzer. What is the right answer?
Ballot boxes.
Ballot boxes is the right answer. 10 points to the team from Puducherry. The next question open to all teams. Argentina, Australia and Brazil are among 22 countries in the world which have one mandatory rule for citizens. Failure to adhere to this rule will result in a heavy fine. What is this rule? I will give you -5, Team Tamil Nadu. I have warned you several times not to press the buzzer until I finish reading the question. -5 to Tamil Nadu. I'm so sorry. Question is open to all other teams. The team from Andhra Pradesh.
Compulsory voting in the elections.
Compulsory voting in elections is correct. You get +10, Team Andhra Pradesh. The next question on the buzzer open to all teams. What financial phrase is associated with any candidate who does not secure more than 1/6 of all valid votes cast in a constituency during an election? The team from Tamil Nadu, what is your answer?
The person who lost his deposit.
Losing the deposit is correct. 10 points to the team from Tamil Nadu. And we come to the final question of this buzzer round. The Representation of People's Act 1951 allows a person to contest from a maximum of how many constituencies at the same time during a general election or a by-election. The team from Kerala buzzed before time, and that's why unfortunately you get -5. Anybody on the buzzer? The team from Tamil Nadu this time has pressed their buzzer first. What is the right answer?
Only one.
1 is the wrong answer, and the team from Tamil Nadu gets -5 for that answer. The correct answer is 2 constituencies. And with that, we come to the end of this South Zone semi-final. Let's take a look at the scores. We have Team Telangana yet to open their score. Karnataka on 10, Kerala and Andhra Pradesh both on 30, Tamil Nadu on 35. But winning this quiz and going on to represent the South Zone in the National Elections Quiz 2018 at the grand finale is the team from Puducherry with 60 points. Congratulations, Team Puducherry, and congratulations to all the other teams. You've come all this way after beating almost 13.5 lakh other students. That's a great achievement. Tomorrow, our young children will hold the destiny of our great nation in their hands. Imagine if all these children were molded into aware, informed, and responsible citizens. It all starts with exercising a basic right and performing a simple duty: voting. With NEQ, the Election Commission of India aims to prepare our youngsters to be the responsible voters of tomorrow. Our next episode is going to be the zonal final round of the West Zone. Until then, I'm Vikram Joshi signing off from NEQ 2018, saying those 3 golden words: every vote counts.